Well, good morning. We're here at the Hovenweep campground. Still here. We're just getting some breakfast ready, and let me show you around the camp. There's Carol getting ready to cook breakfast. Most of the sites have these little cabanas, but you have to be careful with the backs of them to the south. Otherwise, the sun just kind of comes in and beats into them. But here's our cooking setup for breakfasts. And it's just a single burner stove. It's a great little stove.
Very inexpensive, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it was, it was only like $15 or $20 when we got it, but that was
Sometimes
15 years ago or something, which says a lot for the durability. Yeah, so the campground's just a big loop. It's interesting, the first time I came here in the 80s, it was all dirt. In fact, all the roads to get out here were dirt. The restroom's right there. It's sort of centrally located if you're at the south end of the campground. It goes down quite a ways that way. But it's really a beautiful area. We like coming here a lot. And almost every trip we stop here. First night we were here, we got in fairly early. I can't remember now, 2 or something. And all these spots filled up. But for last night, they were open. So yeah, so there's the camp. And then the entrance road is just 2 sites up. Well, 1 site, 1 extra site. Today, we're going to try to hit 1 more ruins at least, and then maybe go by a couple of, or at least 1 boondocking area that's not far from here. We've always gotten campsites here, but like I said, the first day we came, if we hadn't gotten here as early as we did, we might have found a spot, but not a very good one. So anyway, we'll see you guys on the road a little later. And
did you tell them about the water?
the water.
That you can fill your water up to 5 gallons here, and a lot of the other spots we've seen so far this trip, they haven't had, their water's been off.
Yeah, what she said.
Pretty reliable here.
Yeah.
And it's tasty. So
Yeah, we've had boil water places and places where the water was just shut off. So yeah, they have a 5-gallon limit here because I don't know if they have to truck it in or what. But anyway, all right, we'll see you later. Bye. Yeah, so we thought we'd bring you guys out this morning to one of the Boondock spots. It's very close. It's only about 3.5 miles from Hovenweep. There's a lake out here. It's called Cajjon Lake. It's a little bumpy. This wouldn't be a sedan road. High clearance. I mean, we're in 2-wheel. Spot right here. As I remember, there's some really cool rock formations. Kind of a rock slab, which we're kind of going to go driving over right now. A little piece of it. There's a huge field of this stuff here. I think there's another turnout here, but you'd be parked right on the rocks, which could be okay.
cows.
Yeah, I see some cows.
Here's the lake.
There's
Cows.
the lake. Oh, there's nobody here. Last time we were here, there was people everywhere.
Everywhere.
This is another little boondocking area right here. And if you continue around, this is BLM land. If you continue around, I think there's a road on the other side as well that can take you out to a boondocking spot. So there's the lake. So we're coming out to this other boondock spot, and there's actually someone there. And this one, the road to this one is directly across the road to the other one. Literally, I mean, they're just like a T in the main road there. But this one totally you could do in a sedan. Really pretty canyon here. You could see where the people are. You know, I mean, there's room for more than 1 person, but you know, when people are boondocking, pretty much they want to be alone. So right now we're driving out to one of the ruins that's in Hovenweep, but most of this land through here is part of Canyon of the Ancients, and you can boondock around in here. And we've already passed quite a few spots. So if Hovenweep's full and you have a high clearance,
Because look at this road.
yeah, you can get out here and find a place to camp. Well, we have come here to the Holly Ruins, and I just wanted to show you the parking area here. It's definitely high clearance. We did not put it into four-wheel drive. These don't look like they're huge, but boy, they sure bounce you around. And there's a few places along the road that are like this. So, high clearance. I wouldn't bring a sedan out this far. And on the way out, there's Hackberry and Horseshoe. So there's 3 different ruins here. And one of the things they talk about was the difference in the masonry. This was supposed to be pretty impressive stuff. So again, if you want to read, feel free to stop, pause it. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. 750-year-old support beams. All right, well, we are ready to head down the trail. Okay, so we come to the first little outpost. If you look out here, the ones that are behind the foreground ones, you can see how slanted the whole thing is, the walls. So I am guessing that at one point that was all level and that the rock is split or fallen away. I don't know if they get earthquakes out here or not, but I thought it was just kind of interesting. So they do fence off all these. You can see the little chain, and you know, it's not a huge fence, but basically saying they don't want you to go in there. There's another wall structure. Again, you kind of have to wonder if maybe this whole rock slab, in fact, look here, doesn't it look like the rock broke? Look like they'd match right up. Who knows? But it's pretty obvious that it split and went down. So here we see more ruins down here. I think it's just awesome, this stuff. We're here, and we have this tower. I think it's always interesting when the towers are built down in low areas. Look at this. There's the doorway. It's sitting up on top of this rock. I mean, I'm gonna guess even from this flat rock right here, that that's a good 8 to 10 feet at least. Isn't that amazing? And you can see the little holes. In a lot of cases, these holes, they're specifically to look out at a certain area, and they would have a guard posted. Their job to keep an eye out that way to see if any enemies are coming. You can hike to this camp or to this ruins from the campground. I think it's a 6-mile walk, Carol, right? I believe it is. Well, maybe 6 round trip then. Anyway, you can find that out from the campground there in Hovenweep. But I know our friend Mike, who we meet a lot on these trips, has hiked this before. All right, well, let's take a look here now at the main part of the ruins here. Yeah, look at this. I wouldn't call this a timber, but that's just nuts. Pretty thin at the one end, and surprising it's still there. Yeah, so there's a little tower there. And then built right into the rock. I get another shot of that on the other side here. Let's go look. So here we get a better view, just how it was built into the rock. And I think if we look over here, I just think that whole slab just pulled off the wall that ruin's up on top. So probably just pulled away. And then we've got this one. Pretty big structure there. I love this place. I just think it's, this place just has so many of the different, you know, like elements here of just the interesting way that they built their dwellings. You know, why did they build that one out on the rock that's kind of way out there in the middle of the wash? And why is this tower back here that's like, you know, you have to be a mountain climber to, you know, a rock climber to get up into it. Why was that built there? And then you had other ones just like this one here in front of me that I'm standing by, and the ones over across the way that are on top of the rocks and easy access, you know. So it's just, to me, really interesting. I love this stuff. So there's a sign that says Petroglyph View that you walk kind of towards the campground. And then underneath here, There's a spiral, and then there's like 4 vertical lines. And I'm wondering if you were down below, you'd see better. Oh yeah, I see another one here where the dark and the light rock meet. There's a spiral there. And let me pan the camera down. Sometimes in the edit I'll see more. I don't know if this is all there's supposed to be here. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time we've tried to find petroglyphs here, so here's a nice view back towards the Holly ruins. I think we actually see pretty much all of the structures. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the road a little later.